Hey folks, welcome to K6 Outdoors. I am your host, Kyle. Today we're actually indoors. I was trying to find some tools to get some stuff completed outside, got frustrated that they were lost or temporarily misplaced, and it spiraled out of control to a massive organization. I can't explain it any better way than just there's totes everywhere and boxes. So I went over to Costco and picked up some of these clear totes. Actually, good price for these 45-quart clear totes. You can see what's inside of them, and I bought a few of them. The point of this video isn't about storage or organization, but highlighting how I got to this point. What we are going to specifically talk about today is how to make these stationary industrial racks more mobile. I'll show you guys how we're going to do that today, and just keep in mind when you're doing stuff like this, these are meant to be stationary units bolted to the ground. So anytime you're modifying its intended use, making it mobile like I'm going to do today, understand it does not support the same amount of weight. You should not be putting all the weight above here. Pay attention when you're doing this and don't get yourself into a bad situation. Let's hop into what we're actually going to be looking at today. Just a friendly reminder, if you guys like content like this, hit that subscribe button to follow along. And hit that little bell and it'll give you notifications when I post more videos like this. So what we're gonna do is add some casters, industrial casters to the feet. As you can see today, all there is an anchor point. We're gonna be adding some beams to the bottom of the legs, bolting the wheels into that, and then bolting the wheels onto this to make it more movable. Because they're hard to move, which makes them become an anchor in the shop if you want to move things around and be more organized. And it's hard in the ears, And I call it a boat anchor because it's big, heavy, doesn't like to move on its own. And it's just one of the things you always plan around, meaning like you have a shelf here, then you build around it. Not to mention the fact you have to completely empty this every time you want to move it. So I went down to the local home improvement store and picked up some steel I-beams that are painted black. No, it's actually some leftover 4x4 that I had sitting around that I completely painted with primer and black paint. No, I just spritzed it with some black paint to make it match the shelf better. We're going to take these. We're going to add these casters, industrial casters that I picked up on Amazon. I'll put an affiliate link down below if you guys want to use them. We're going to attach these onto here, and then we're going to attach this assembly onto here. So we have a rack that was stationary, now mobile. We're going to be using the fasteners that come with these wheels to attach it. And then we're going to be using a 3.5-inch GRK fastener through the top hole to put the shelf onto that dolly base, I would say. So let's go ahead and do that. The old box from Amazon comes with everything you need to attach the wheels. Came with some screws, some washers, and of course your casters. And if you guys want to use bolts, came with those too. We're just going to screw them on using said screws and washers. So we're going to put them on each end, attach them on. What's nice is this kit both comes with the screws for attaching into wood or bolts if you want to put it in the metal, or you can use these in wood too if you like, but we're just going to screw these onto here. All right, we got those on there. These are nice casters, nice smooth bearings in them. They're rated for like 300 pounds a piece. So theoretically speaking, this entire wheel set should support about 1,200 pounds. We are not going to put anywhere close to that amount of weight in the shelf. It's mostly used as a vertical storage system so that I can fit my generator and everything like that underneath of it. That's why that bottom rack's set up so high. So I can keep stuff out of the way and free up floor space. Let's go ahead and install this. We're going to use some larger GRK Fastners, which I love GRKs. I'll put some of those GRK Fastners down below with some links to them in case you guys want to use them. I'm a tried and true believer of them. They work really good. All right, let's go ahead and install the one on this side. tight. Do the same thing on this side. You can use whatever fasteners you would like. Just like these GRKs, because they are stronger than a 1/2 inch lag. And they don't split the wood. You can see how easy they are to drive home. That caster is on. All right, we have them both installed. They look pretty good. Now you could extend these out just a little bit farther if you want to, but most of this weight is traveling straight down here. I'm not going to split this 4x4, and we've got some nice big 3.5 inch 5/16 GRKs in there. They're rated to support the same amount of strength as a 1/2 inch lag screw. It's not going to break. I'm also not putting 4,000 pounds up here. This is light bulk storage on a shelf that can be movable. Keep that in mind when you're doing this. Don't expect to put a full pallet up here, 6 foot to 7 foot off the ground, and not to lose some stability. It'll be top heavy. Center of gravity, bring her down, folks. Okay, perfect. So I have all the casters unlocked. I can just move it around without problem. When I want to take it to a new home, or I need to free up space, this is going to be super clutch. And is it, you could, if you want to, you could tip it over, right? It's top heavy. So when you're using this, or if you want to use this idea, keep in mind, you should not be moving it around with a ton of weight up top. Most of the weight's going to be right here and right here on this shelf. I'm actually going to move this shelf down a little farther, so we don't have to worry about that. And with these nice industrial casters, they can support all the weight, and it rolls around just fine. This is why the shelf is so far off the ground, because I can store things like my generator underneath of it out of the way, and it's not taking up floor space. Again, this is mostly meant to take more advantage of the 9-foot ceilings I have in the shop here. And all my heavy items are going to be here right in the middle. Pretty straightforward, really. And by having the shelf just a little bit over 32 inches off the ground, I can easily wheel out and wheel in my 9,000 watt Predator generator. Generally I have the cover on it, but since we're cleaning things up here. And when we have it back where we want it at, we just lock the casters into place, and it's not going to go anywhere. It's really just as simple as that. And then when I want to move it somewhere else, I just unlock the casters and we move it out of the way. Really like it. All right, folks, that's going to wrap it up for today. Keep this kind of idea in mind for your future projects. Just keep safety in mind and don't put 2,000 pounds above your head. If you guys liked today's video, hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate that. And if you didn't, give me some thumbs down. But let me know how I can make this stuff better for you all. The intentions of this channel is for myself to learn this stuff the hard way so you don't have to. And make your dollar go a little farther in today's world. Thanks to every one of you, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. We'll see ya.